We have no idea what this song is.
Wrong song.
Why is she quite see?
Want my question? Hey, she heard somebody say dog. Okay, we ready?
I knew several of the members prior to becoming a part of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority, and I just admired them. We were very involved and still continue to be involved with the community because we want people to do their best and be their best. It's a lot of work, but you have to really work and want it.
If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to be devoted and committed, and that's what I'm going to do. And I try to do the best that I could. It means leadership and really being a service to the community in any way that you can. And just do your best and give back.
Yeah, York Alumnae Chapter takes care of business. We really do a lot of public service.
I think we've done a pretty good job, but there's more that can be done in this area. 1913.
1913.
1913.
22 founders.
22 founders.
22 founders.
Delta Sigma Theta.
Delta Sigma Theta.
Delta Sigma Theta.
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
York Alumnae Chapter.
My name is Deborah Ritter Grant. I crossed at Gamma Chi in Orangeburg, South Carolina, Claflin University. I have been affiliated with Lancaster York Alumnae Chapter and York Alumnae Chapter. I was the first treasurer for the chapter. I then became the president of the chapter. I have also been the audit chair.
My name is Sharon Ritter. I crossed over in the Lancaster York chapter, Delta Sigma Theta Alumni Chapter. I was the recording secretary and the armor bearer.
When I pledged, my name was Tony Gibson. My name now is Tony Gibson Thompson. I crossed with the York Lancaster Alumni Chapter.
My name at the time of initiation was Pamela Marie Thomas. I crossed at Millersville University, used to be Millersville State College. The chapter's name was Lambda Gamma. And I was the Pennsylvania State Coordinator for 4 years on the regional level. And I was president in York twice. Initially, it was originally Lancaster Alumnae Chapter and York Alumnae Chapter combined.
We were trying to service 2 cities, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, as well as York, Pennsylvania. As time went on, it became a little bit too difficult for us to service the York area like we wanted to.
So what we decided to do at that time is split so that Lancaster wouldn't have to ride to York and York wouldn't have to ride to Lancaster.
And that was a bit much at the time, you know. We were small, but we were mighty. And when we got the opportunity to get our own chapter and everything, it was really, really nice.
So it was decided among a few of us that it might be a good idea to try and charter a chapter in York so that we could service that area.
Nothing really surprised me about the process. We knew it was going to be difficult.
It's a lot of work, but you have to really work and want it. We were going around to the different colleges and letting people know that there was going to soon be a York chapter of Delta Sigma Theta.
It's not only just getting people to do it, it's a lot of paperwork to the chartering of the chapters, the regional directors. It's just a lot of everything.
I didn't ever look at it really as being hard. I knew if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to be devoted and committed, and that's what I'm going to do. And I try to do the best that I could.
It was just so exciting to know that we were going to be the first Black Greek sorority in this area. That was really exciting to me as well as my sisters.
And then we finally split. We were finally chartered. When we were finally chartered and we were there and there was 12 of us.
My charter sisters are Alfreda Dorm,
Wanda Durham,
Brenda Albee,
Carmen Frost,
Tony Gibson,
Julia Harris,
Dr. Julia Harris.
well, Dr. Julia Hines Harris, she passed away.
She was an educator. She motivated other people.
She's a remarkable woman. She's really a remarkable woman.
Dr. Harris. She was one of the most gracious and caring people. She played a big part.
We were raised on the same street. She lived 3 doors up from me when I was growing up. I remember her when she went to college. I was in elementary school, but I saw her with some of her Delta sisters when she pledged, and I just admired them so. Pamela Jordan,
Faye Kirkland,
Marsha Murray,
Sharon Ritter,
Deborah Ritter Grant. She's my first cousin. Janora Orr.
Janora Orr, she passed away, unfortunately. She had lung cancer.
I knew she was really, really dedicated. I knew that. And she was in it when I became a Delta, when it was York and Lancaster, and she was really an integral part in the organization and everything. Yeah.
Janora was an advocate, really popular, known in the community. She worked hard and fought for people who didn't have it all. She was just a great person.
Janora was very, very politically active. I mean, she was out first thing in the morning, whatever political campaign, whatever progress or anything that politically, she was there. She was there. She was number one there. We would sometimes be saying, you know, we really tired, but Janora was 100% there. There was 12 of us, and they were chartered at Sorber Gibson's house.
My favorite memory of the chapter was actually the chartering. That's my favorite memory.
And it was awesome. It was awesome. Delta Sigma Theta means to me that it's a time in my life that I really appreciate. Some of the good and the bad. It can be a lot of fun.
I got my maturity in Delta. When I went to college, I knew I wanted to be a Delta. I was initiated at 19 years old. It's been more like my upbringing. I have been a Delta longer than anything. Delta is my family.
It's truly a sisterhood beyond just a sorority. Outside, you know, we are sisters, we're friends, just family.
It means the bonding of sisterhood, like I said, leadership, and really being a service to the community in any way that you can, no matter what area you want to get involved in. And just do your best and give back and be a positive influence in any area, especially with the young people today. We need so much direction, you know, for our young people and help them. And it's never too late to get started and just to do those things.
Yeah, York Alumnae chapter takes care of business. We still make sure that we handle our business. We really do a lot of public service, and especially this chapter of York. You all have done a lot.
Well, really what gives me joy now is that I'm so proud of the current members that they have. They have really grown this chapter, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I love it. They've come a long way, and when we had the Founders Day, I ran into a sister, and she told me that that was the best one that they have ever attended. And boy, that made me really feel good, and I began to share with our present members on a job well done. And just to think over Black women stepping out like that on faith and doing all these marvelous things and it still be carried on today, it's just an awesome thing.